Hi guys, my name is Sushil Mehta and today I'm going to explain you about how to check the hard drive space on EVNG and how to connect the devices of your EVNG with your base PC and how EVNG devices will be connected with your internet. So these are the topics that we are going to see today. So let's get started. Very first thing, log into your EVNG with username as a root, password as a EV. Once you are logged in, execute the command as a df space -h. And here you guys can see, this is the actual path which you should check for the hard drive space of your EVNG. Here you can see the size, the total size, and after that you can see the used space, and you can see this available space, okay, and you can see the used space in the 4%. So this is how you can verify that what is the total space used and available. So as per this, you can add the hard drive as per your requirement. Along with this, one more command you can use it, that's your double hyphen, and you can use in or des. You can use this command, and in this you can see little bit difference. Here you can see the free space which is available. Okay, this is the free space which is available. Okay, so in these two ways you guys can check the total space of your EVNG. Now this was the first task. Okay, now the another task what we need to do is we need to see how to configure your EVNG lab with your, or how to connect to your EVNG lab with your base PC. So let's see. First of all, I'll create one lab, and here I'll add one device. Let's say I'm taking a Windows PC. Let me take again Windows PC, and I'll go to the network. Under the network you will find management cloud. Now this is very important thing over here. You should select management cloud, and here you can write a name as a internet. Now you guys can either directly connect, or else in between you can take the switch also. It depends how many devices you want to connect. As of now I haven't imported the switch, so directly I'm connecting with the PC, and I'll start this device now. Once the device is connected and started, just wait till it gets started. Our PC has started. The password here is test123 T capital. Okay, now on this device you can see I got the internet access directly, and on the Ethernet you can see I received an IP address from the DHCP. It means through this management cloud it will receive an IP address from the DHCP. If you have any DHCP configured on your base PC, if you have a connectivity with the router or any DHCP, so through your local adapter it will directly receive an IP address on this PC. Now through the DHCP I received an IP address, and you can see from my base PC, I'll be reaching this IP address and I'll have the connectivity. So you can see I would like to ping 172.16.3.2. I believe it's the same IP, 172.16.3.2. Yeah, it's the same IP. Now you can see I'm not able to ping. I don't have a reachability, even they are in a same subnet. Now one of the reason can be your PC firewall. So it assumes it's a outside network traffic. So your PC firewall is stopping the outside traffic. So if you turn off the firewall on your PC, now you can see the firewall is off. And if you try the reachability, you can see I have a reachability. Okay. The other way, what you can do, if you want the static IP configuration, even you can configure. In that case, again, you need to go to the adapter, and on your adapter, you'll configure a static IP. So whatever your IP addresses you have here, you can see what's your gateway IP, okay, what's your subnet mask. Accordingly, whatever the static IP you want, you can configure it and you can connect to the internet. So here I'll say 172.16.3. As a, let's say I want to configure here as a .5, and here I'll give the subnet mask 255 gateway 172.16.3.254, and we'll configure any DNS server and you'll connect. See, we require this static IP in most of our labs, right? So in both the cases, static or DHCP, you can see I have the internet access. Now I can visit to any website. Now here I'll type www.google.com, and you can see I have the internet connectivity. I got the web page. Now this was the internet connectivity on your Windows PC. Similarly, if you want on any devices, let's say if you want on any devices, let's say I want to take the internet access on the ASA firewall. So the same thing you guys can do. Again, you can connect with the management cloud. Here also you can give the name as a internet, and you can connect with the interface. Now let's say I want to connect on the ASA firewall. I have multiple interfaces. I want G0/0. I'll start the ASA firewall. Take the console access. Now let your firewall get started first. Once it is booted, then we'll configure an IP address. Okay. Now your firewall is ready. So I'll get into the configure terminal mode. I'll check the interfaces. So interface IP brief, and you can see G0/0. So I'll get into interface G0/0. I'll configure name if as a as a outside with IP address. So take one of the IP address from the same subnet through which you get an internet access. Okay. See, either it's a case of Windows PC or it's a case of ASA firewall. The condition remains same. As you assumed the Windows as one of the client to get an internet access, as you configured the IP address, subnet mask, and the gateway, the same way you will be configuring the IP address, subnet mask, and the gateway to get the internet access. So let's do it. So here we'll say name if name if is already given, IP address as a 172.16.3. Take any unused IP. Let's say I'll take .6 with subnet mask as a 24, and I'll say no shut, exit. I'll give a default route towards the outside. So I'll say route outside, and I'll say 0.0, and I'll give here 20 means like 4 zeros for each. Okay, or else you can also write it in this way. It depends. Whoever has the understanding of ASA, they will understand it in a better way. And I'll define the gateway 172.16.3.254. Now from the firewall, if I try the connectivity, first of all check the connectivity to the gateway. You can see I have the gateway connectivity, and now check the connectivity to the internet, and you can see I have the connectivity to the internet. So guys, this is how we connect our PCs or the firewalls with our internet, with our base PC. Okay, even from my base PC, you can see I'll have the connectivity to all these devices. Okay, .5 and .6 and .5, both you will see I'll have the connectivity. Okay, thanks guys. Subscribe my channel to get more updates.